My prototype I am working on is my hidden blade project. It's also built for something that I'm going to be using for a Renaissance fair if I have time for it, and the convention is going to be in a couple months. I got this idea from seeing Assassin's Creed, and I got a few references on how to build it. But this is not just going to be a straight up Assassin's Creed outfit. It's actually going to be something a little bit bigger than that once I'm done with it. Y'all understand when I finish it entirely. But again, this is just a prototype. This is just so I can figure out all the problems out probably with when I'm actually building it and how I can correct it before I build the final product and not waste money. And hopefully after I'm done with the convention, I'll actually sell it, and I'll get back to that later. But this is what I built. This is the trigger. It's not a very good trigger. I'm going to have to figure out how to make it a better way, but basically once I pull this will release this, and this will extend out all the way. And this is what wooden pieces pretty much, aka the blade. And this is a spring under it that'll pull it forward. And this is also a prop, not going to be a real weapon. What I mean by the prop is that it's going to be a fun toy to use, but this is how it works. I pull the trigger, goes all the way out. But the fun thing about this is that it has no lock mechanism, so no, it's not going to stab anyone, for anyone who's ever hoping that. Again, this is just a prop, so when I stab people, it retracts, so you can do that fun little assassination move without killing anybody. And it's just something fun to use. This will also be in the final prototype, so at least I know that this is not locking at all. If it was, I would not be selling this. But this is ball bearings track, so it slides the most easiest and not jam. The problem that I'm working on right now is that this is not a very efficient trigger, and I was hoping that I could slide it back. Yes, I'm using my foot, be quiet. I'll be able to slide it back. Oh, la, 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 la. But it gets caught right there, so I have to pull the trigger to push it back all the way, then lock it in place, which is no good, because no one has to pull the trigger to lock it in place. They just want to slide it on, which is something I'll be working on in the future. So I'm going to see if I can get that fixed, so I can just slip on and be good to go with just one action instead of 2 or 3. And this is a pretty strong string, so you want to watch out, because even though this is just a prop, this will stick out at very high speeds and hurt someone. And just as you just saw now, it just slipped on its own, so you don't want that, especially with something that's a little bit more blade looking like, because that could hurt your hand if you have your hand like this. So basically what's going to happen is once I get this done, I'm going to have the wiring to go through here, and it's going to pull the string. That's why this loop is right here. It's going to go here and attach to your finger, and when you pull it back, the blade comes out and not hit your hand. And then you can assassinate people without actually killing them. Again, this is just for fun props and stuff, and to show off to your friends, and you can do it for the fun of it. And this is my prototype so far. I still have a lot to do with it, so I can understand what could be the problems that I can avoid when building the actual. But once I'm done with it, and I plan to sell it, I'm probably going to sell it for like $70, because it's going to be a very good quality. This is just, again, prototype. It looks like crap, I know. Deal with it. So does every other first try. That's why you try again and again until it looks great. So, this is what I have right now, and I will continue this in the future.